guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm doing another propagation video, and I'm going to be showing you how I am going to be taking a simple cutting from a rose bush and creating a brand new free plant with it. I've done a peony video on how to propagate. This one's going to be a little different because obviously it's a different plant, but I think propagating is amazing because you get free plants. You don't have to spend the money, and you can create multiples just from one plant, and it is super easy. So I'm really excited to show you how I do that. Can we first just on a side note here appreciate these beautiful salvia blooms here? Love the color. And just a quick glimpse at the garden. Everything's growing in beautifully. I couldn't be happier with how things are looking. I have some really beautiful Veronicas here. Nice little drift of those. Everything's still filling in, so it's still a little bare, but I love it. So I am going to go with this larger branch here. I am going to go down about, I don't know, probably about here, I would say. And I'm just going to give it a nice good snip. Be careful of the thorns. So I moved inside because it's way nicer in here. It is 90 degrees out. The humidity is insane, so it's a lot easier doing things inside in the nice AC. So here's my cutting. I have a nice razor here, my little pruners, love those, and some good soil and a nice little pot that I can keep outside. So the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to trim off majority of these stems with the leaves on them. You do not need that many leaves. You just need a few on here just to be able to catch the sun and give enough energy to the plant so that it will be able to produce some amazing roots. Be careful of the thorns, but yep, I'm just gonna go in here. You can see I'm trimming off majority of these stems here. You do not need this many on here. You just need a few. And you know what? I think that right there will be perfect. I am going to be taking my razor and I'm going to be taking off all of the little prickers on here. Especially at the bottom, you'll see when I start doing it, taking those off, those empty spots there, that's where the new roots are going to come out of. So that is very important, especially the part that's going to be in the soil. There's no need to have them up near the top, so we're just going to take those off anyways, and new stems will appear out of those spots, just like in this little spot where this node is. If you feel more comfortable, you can wear gloves. Working with rose bushes is not, you know, the best thing, but, you know, I feel pretty confident with it. I'm just going to first go in and, yeah, you can see I'm just focusing on taking them, all the little prickers off, and then I'll do all the finer detail work. Okay, I think that's all right. You can see here, I'll get up closer, and I'm just gonna really scrape. I want you to see, that's what I just did. I'm gonna do that all the way around the bottom portion now, taking off that really tough layer. And that is perfect. I'm going to go in more detail work up over those areas up top where the spikes were. And you can see how I just took that off, and it now releases and shows where that was. Roots will grow out of that as well. All right, so I went ahead and I got the soil wet and ready for the planting to begin. So I have my cutting right here. You can see it looks perfect and ready to go, ready to grow, I should say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right in the center there and push down just a tiny bit. You want to keep this nice and moist and in a very humid area. We are very much humid here. I'm not worried about that, putting it outside in our weather conditions right now, because honestly, this plant is going to love it and it's going to grow like crazy. You can either do a DIY greenhouse, like putting this in a clear container where it can accumulate humidity inside of the container for the plant and get enough sunlight. So it needs to be in a nice sunny area or an artificial light. Or you can even have it just like this and get a large gallon-sized bag and make sure the soil is wet and put the bag, put the plant inside of the bag and then close it up. Keep it that way. Let the humidity accumulate in there. You will start noticing a lot of growth on your plant. You know, this table should just become my propagation table because, you know, that's what it's looking like at the moment. So this is where I'm going to be having the rose bush at. This area gets loads of sun, more than 6 hours a day. And this is also the other propagation of the knockout bush that I have going right now. Don't be surprised when it does start drooping like it is over here. It's gonna look like this at first. It's gonna be a little bit, you know, droopy because it's gonna be in shock. Give it some time, at least a week or two, and it'll perk right back up again. So this is it, guys. This is my David Austin rose propagation that I have going. You can see the beautiful foliage that is growing. I am so happy. I did the same exact method with that one as I did these 3. So this is the peony propagation that I did. This one's still doing amazing, beautiful, sturdy leaves, stems, all that, no drooping. So I'm really, really excited. I will be giving updates on both of these, as these are the same, like I said, knockout rose bushes, beautiful, hot pink flowers. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye.